cheese with chicken sausage, fresh herbs, fresh basil, fresh vegetables. What do you think?
I have two things to say, Chef Funky. Number one, I'm moving in. And number two, this is delicious. This is just so good. I can't believe that A, you made this so quickly. 10 minutes, really? And the crust is perfectly done. I like the fact that clearly the olive oil helped in that process. That I never thought to do that. The ricotta cheese, the sausage. You know I'm a sauce fan, and I thought you didn't put enough sauce. Perfect amount of sauce. So, I'm moving in.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the pizza. I actually prefer thin crust pizza as opposed to thick crust. But, you know, I will make a thick crust pizza, but I'll try to, you know, even it out and usually let the edges be a little bit thicker than the middle. And I just like using fresh ingredients, as most of us like to use.
And you know what I love, Chef, that you did? Because if I go to a store and I see chicken sausage or turkey sauce, I'm a purist. I'm like, how could it be good? This sausage is amazing, and it's good for me.
Well, it's organic chicken sausage, and if I'm shopping in the supermarket, I will buy organic food products. If I go to the butcher, I know what I'm getting. And sometimes you can't ask the people in the meat department questions about the types of meat that you're purchasing because they don't know. And if you've seen a lot of the documentaries that have been done on the processing of meats in supermarkets, you wouldn't want to ask the questions. You would just want to go to the butcher anyway.
You know, there's an old saying that you never want to see how the sausage is made, or else you would never eat delicious sausage again.
Exactly.
But I have to tell you that as somewhat of a purist, I'm like, oh, if it's not pork sausage, it's not real. This is absolutely delicious. And it's a great way for me to maintain my blood pressure and my health because it tastes so great.
You know, you can make pizza and it doesn't have to be fattening. You can, be a little bit choosy about the ingredients that you want to use. I mean, just don't make a pizza for the sake of, oh my God, I love pizza and I gotta have it.
The broccoli leaves, fantastic.
And I think the broccoli leaves have a sweeter taste to them. And it just accentuates the pizza. It accentuates the cheese and the meat and the sauce. And remember, we have 3 different types of cheeses on here. We have the Parmesan cheese, which I, put on the crust with the olive oil. Then we have the mozzarella, which was reduced fat mozzarella. And
but it tastes like
real mozzarella. And then we have the Asiago cheese blend. And then, well, actually, this is 4 cheeses because we have the ricotta cheese on this. And this is a whole milk ricotta cheese, a little fattening, but you know what? That's what brings in the flavor and makes it moist.
But I noticed you didn't use a lot of it, but you used enough to give me some flavor, but not too much that I'm going to explode with cholesterol.
And if you watch enough of the cooking shows, although I have not had the privilege to go to Italy as of yet, but you watch the cooking shows and you watch how these foods are prepared internationally, not by a chef who's in the States, not to say that they don't prepare them the right way, but if you go to Naples or Sicily, and I've never been there, and you watch how these pizzas are prepared, they don't put a lot of ingredients on them.
Well, Chef, as you know, I spent a lot of time in Italy, and once you live there, and you come back here and you see how pizza's made, that's not real pizza. And this, to me, is the closest pizza that I've had to being in Cortina d'Ampezzo, where I spent 4 months. And this is how they make the pizza. Pure, natural, not too much, not too little, just molto bene.
Well, I am so glad you're enjoying it, and thank you so much for stopping in today.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
You'll be back, and I'll make some other surprises
Are
for
you
you.
kidding? Mojitos? Pizza?
Cheers.
I'll be here tomorrow.